Hey guys. There we go. Sorry for putting you on an extra song than usual and starting soon. I had to do something really quick. And I couldn't start the stream. But we're here now. Hello, hello. There goes my hot water ball, apparently. Stuff that under there. Ignore that. Ignore the slight lump on my stomach now. I've got a hot water ball. There we go. Alright. Hot water ball is gonna make me feel better. Let's put on the light. Okay, so today we're playing my hardcore world. Have I moved of my mods? Run. Hello. Hi. No, I've not. Hardcore mods. I think I'm gonna add fusion with this. There we go. I don't know what fusion. I think I'm gonna play later on the server. I will play later on the server. Yes. I'm gonna play my hardcore world for a bit, and then after stream I'll probably join the server because it sounds fun. But I want to do something on my hardcore world first. Make sure I've got everything else. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Fusion. Okay. I don't know which ones I downloaded. But I'd like Connected Glass, Emissive Ores, Stacking Items. What's 3D items? Oh, no, I like that. Download. Download. Alright. Resource packs. 10 minutes for my small happy grass won't be dry. Yeah. It takes a while for them, I will admit. Oh, I've already got Connected Glass. Let's put those two in there. I want hardcore 1.21.6 fabric. There we go. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Can I put this light on just a bit more so you can actually see me? Yep, there we go. I have a nice cup of hot tea. And I've eaten my food, so don't have to worry about hopefully eating on stream for a while. Although, well, we know what I'm like. We know what I'm like. What tea is that? Just regular. I don't actually know what it is that we get, but it's like regular, just normal tea bags. Don't know what company, but honestly, I want to say it's kind of like Tesco's own make. Okay, yeah, it's nothing fancy, just run-of-the-mill regular tea. God, my hair is growing out. This needs redoing. My hair needs redoing, man. Damn. My hair needs a good trim. There we go. That's a bit better than what it was. Okay. Yeah, bet. Yeah. Could do with a trim. Right. Let me put on those other texture packs that I've got now. Fusion. Stacking. Open pack folder. I did not put the other two in. There we go. Connected glass. Block transitions. Because... There we go. So many texture packs? Yeah. There's a few. There's just a few that I've got. Some people may say it's a problem. Who's online? Is it gonna tell me? Because I'm not on the right version of Minecraft. Probably won't tell me. Okay. Hardcore 2. Electric Boogaloo. No, I'm joking. Only have like 5. Help. Ah. Alright. We have some sponges. And we're working on draining out this. I think we might need to go get more sand. Unless we want to break this down and use that. In which case we could. I'm going to promptly remove the stack texture pack. Don't like it. Damn, these shaders are nice. It's complementary unbound. I use complementary unbound. I've got regular complementary. I've used a lot. I used to use Silder's Vibrant a lot. And then changed to complementary unbound when my computer started struggling. With a lot more of the streaming that I do. And so it kind of just felt right that I just felt like because I went back to Silder's temporarily and I was like, do I like Silder's still? And I was like, I'm gonna be honest, not really. Alright, these 4 sections here can all go down. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be fun. We got 10 FPS. Fair. I get an average of 100. It's a little bit lower at the moment because it's raining. But I'm gonna average. I average around 100. I used to average around 30 for context, so. Oh my god, they are so loud. Are they in here? Oh, they're down there. So loud. Average of 240. Fair enough. How many chunks have you got loaded? Not many. I tend to keep it low. 16. My simulation distance is high. Why is my simulation distance high? Thank you. 16. It used to be 10. I'm not gonna lie, I used to have my FPS at 10. Because I knew that my PC would struggle. I used to average FPS of 30 with 10 chunks loaded. I mean, when I took shaders off, it was much higher, but like, I'm picky. Oh, crap. Great. Cool, great. Cool, great. Thanks, Robin. Cool. Well done. Well done, Robin. Genius. Absolute genius. Always. Aren't I? Right, let's get rid of those. There we go. Let's put a torch down. I'm gonna need to make more torches. I mean, I feel like I've established that fairly well. So this wall can go down and that wall can go down. Do I have my bed on me? No, but I have a full inventory. Let me sort that out first. And then the hot water ball, because it's going to start burning my stomach in a minute. There we go. Put it in between tops. Cool. Let's grab... Bonk. Bonk. Yay. Hello. What is this down here? Oh, it goes down to the entrance. That makes a lot of sense why they're really loud then, because they're always really loud when it gets to the entrance. Wait, is this area done? It is! I can take that down too. Cool, we can get a lot of sand back then. Cool. Bonk. 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 There we go. Anything else? Nope. Okay, that's water, that's water. Okay, this side here. Yoink. 1, 2. Let's grab that. Let's grab these two. Wait for all of that to fall down. Wait for all of that to fall down. Okay. Nice. Look at that. We've got a decent amount. Are we gonna eat? Alright. Right. So we could hop back up here. Throw all the sand in there, that and that. Grab the machine and that shulker box. And the bed. And land on one of... Oh! Land on one of these. And then I reckon if we... like, split it down. We also done this little section here. I reckon if we split it down... did these sections, like, stripey? Bugger off. Oh, I missed out something. Okay. So if I want to do it, 1, 2, 3... Nice. The days did you already survive in your hardcore world? 1,848 so far. But I've had this world for about 3 years, so it's doesn't sound as much as it could have been. These guardians are gonna start getting on my nerves in a minute. This is the longest I've ever survived, but again, it still doesn't sound like very much. I'm gonna be real. Oh, damn well. Oh, is that more than... I do this first set like this. Hello guys. I never had over 600. Oh, damn.
Dragon Destroyer 17 just resubscribed for 18 months. Robin, more like Robin. Got him.
Robin, more like Robin. I need a black bomb to stand on. Oh no. It gone. There we go. There we go. Robin, more like Robin. Welcome back. Welcome back indeed. I need to get rid of this. Stripe across the middle, otherwise it's gonna start thinking it can place there. Alright. Let's keep placing. What this is doing is splitting this section into a couple of stripes. I'm going to do 2. So it's a section of 3 sections, if that makes sense, so then I can drain it faster. Because I was having a problem with it being rather difficult to drain, essentially. I could do it to these long ones over here as well, but I haven't cleared the kelp in there. But I'd have to sort that out. Why is it stopped? Oh, because it can only go that far. Ah! Still a tiny little bit ill. Still coughing a little bit. Okay, here we go. Can you not? Thank you. Damn. One, two, three. Nice. Nice. Cool. One, two, three. I hate picking up the kelp. It bothers me so much. It's already Minecraft 1.21.9. I have not. I tend to wait until the version is out before I like play around with them. But I know about the copper golem. I'm rather excited to see how I can utilize the mechanics of that. Alright, let me make sure this is clean. Cool. Right. There we go, okay. Okay, here we go. I've cleared the whole thing. I'm quite excited about shelves and copper armor. And more uses to copper and stuff. Okay, yeah, we're still good. However, I can sleep now. Another sip of tea. Cool. Here we go. Yeah, we're several blocks away from the end, but it'll lock up before it gets there anyway, so it's fine. That's usually the warning sign. Yeah, here we go. Oh, nice. This is also 3 blocks wide. I definitely want to make sure that these are all proper sizing. Alright, shelves. Yeah, I'm actually quite excited for that because I love modded shelving. And I think it's gonna be exciting. We'll update to what when it comes out, yeah. When it comes out properly in modded stuff. When like all the plugins and everything have all been sorted and there's no like little bugs or anything, because sometimes a version can come out and there might be like bugs and stuff. So it will happen, but it won't happen yet. If that makes sense. So obviously we're not going to say 1.21.8 forever, but it won't be the second 1.21.9 comes out we're immediately updating, because yeah, like 1.20, 1.8, technically speaking, is like a little hotfix. 1.21.7 is technically also like a little hotfix that adds 1 or 2 things, you know what I mean? And so they might fix bugs or problems with previous versions of Minecraft that have been released, and so they don't know what bugs are going to come out until it happens, and the bugs happen. So we need to make sure that the bugs have been well sorted for. Well, like, honestly, like, any of the plugins we use and stuff, this is something I'm knowledgeable about, Neo, don't worry. And I would have said no anyway. I do know some things about servers and stuff, and I know when to... I can hold my own here, thank you. But yeah, there are some things, like certain clients and stuff, that probably won't update. I mean, you think about it for starters. Optifine takes so damn long to update, like, to give out a proper version of their client. I mean, you think about all the mod people that are working on... Yeah. All the people in different clients and stuff that are, like, working towards trying to upgrade their mod pack or their plugin pack to the next level. And if one of those packs that we've got suddenly becomes inactive and it's like an important one for the server, then we're kind of screwed. And I don't really want the server to have to, like, just sort of temporarily shut down, because that's maybe the worst idea on the planet. Like, I'm a bit soul-bound to that server now. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, there's an entrance inside. Yeah. Okay, so we've done... That was much easier than I thought it was gonna be. Much easier. I mean, I knew it was gonna be easy, but that was flipping out, that was easy. We're gonna definitely do the 3-block wide method for all of this, because, my gosh, draining a monument has never been so easy. Why have I not done this before? Well, I guess maybe it's because I hate myself. But, like... Yeah. At the very least, anyway. But, like, we've just upgraded to 1.21.8, so, like, I think we can chill there for a while first. I think. Not that 1.21.8 adds much in terms of new stuff. But, like, damn, we just upgraded from 1.21.6. So anyway, yeah. I mean, if you think about it, I'm still playing my Minecraft hardcore world on 1.21.6 because I like to live in the past. But, like, I like playing on older versions, not the world's most updated version, because I like slowly... It takes me a minute to get certain stuff ready. Like, I still haven't got Happy Guest. Like, on here yet. Because it feels like just yesterday I upped it to 1.21.6 when I got the mod packs to work for the server's 1.21.6 mod pack. And that felt like just a couple days ago. But it probably was. Anyways, I gotta go do my homework. Bye. Have fun. Well, have as much fun as you can when doing homework, depending on the kind of homework. I mean, I'm not one for judging whether you like homework or not. I'm judging whether the homework's good or not, because sometimes you can get given really crappy homework. Trust me. And don't listen to the words I say, but there was a time I was supposed to write an essay a week for English, and oh, that is a wet sponge. That's not gonna get far in draining because it's already wet. In my high school project, fair enough. The only homework I ever enjoyed was college homework because it was a subject that I picked to do. And so that was fine. And then again, we didn't really have homework. It was more of, hey, so this is a project we're working on and you're kind of expected to do it at home as well. And I was like, okay. I modded Minecraft. Damn. It was kind of like, hey, so like, you picked to do art, and so you gotta do art outside of college as well. And I was like, okay, yeah, no, I know. And so then I did. I wouldn't really call it homework, but it kind of was. It was just vague work, project work, really. That was fun. Because I picked to do it. But no, you wouldn't catch me dead. You wouldn't catch me anywhere near anything to do with English homework. I'd rather be dead than do English homework. And that kind of did end up happening. There was a policy at one point where they did try and convince everyone that, okay, now you're in year 11, you've got to do an English essay a week. And I was like, how about I don't? I think I did one essay, signed it off and said, you're not getting another one out of me. And my English teacher was like, okay, cool. Because it was one of those, I've talked about this before, I think. So I'm a relatively smart person in terms of like academics and stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I did pretty well. I'm not gonna say that like I failed everything and like I did well. But the school tried to convince me that I was better at English than I am. Specifically on the fact that in our country, I don't know about other people's countries, English work, but oh, it'd be weird. Why am I asking about other countries' English work? Obviously, it's gonna be different because it's gonna be more like learning a language than what it is we do. But what we do is, oh, lag by the way. What we do is we have two different types of English: English literature and English language. Literature is just a bunch of BS, in my opinion. And English literature sucked. And in terms of grades, I got a 5. For context, a 4 is a pass, a 9 is the highest you can get. I got a 5. I was in top set, where they basically sort of like spoke to you all the time and was like, you guys are like the best in the school for English, like, you know, you guys are all gonna get 8s and 9s, you know. 9 is like something that's like really difficult to get, if that makes sense. Like literally top grade. They were like, oh my god, you know, you're gonna get like top grades, everyone in this class. And I'm sat there and I'm like, I don't think I can understand more than a word of all of the poetry that you've convinced me that I need to know. Because poetry sucks. The poetry that we had to learn sucks anyway. I don't believe poetry in general sucks, because there are some good poetry out there. It's just poetry we had to learn. Thank you, by the way, for the zombie. The poetry we had to learn sucked so bad. And so they were like, you know, you're gonna get really great grades, yada yada yada. And I'm sat there and I'm like, I'm gonna fail, and you guys know I'm gonna fail, and you've put me in top set. I might have been the only person in all of my English lessons who genuinely, like, every day put my hand up to ask a question, because I did not know what was going on. I couldn't tell you what I was supposed to do. Writing essays, Awful at it. Analysing? I'm sorry. Why do I need to look at something and go, oh, yeah, the writer wrote this because he was conveying this, and this clearly means that it meant this, and I was like, no. Maybe, right? Anyone ever considered, maybe, that Shakespeare wrote the things he wrote because he wanted to? Has it ever crossed anyone's mind? No. Because they'd much rather focus on the fact that maybe, quite maybe, he was trying to do a significant movement. No. That man's significant movement was the pen in his hand. But, like, it's whatever. But I had to do that. And I hated it, and I really, really struggled. And they didn't believe me, because I was in top set. Why would someone in top set struggle? Ooh. So I was like, whatever. Screw it. What's the point? And so I got a 5 at the end of that, and I was like, I'm not doing this again. I'm a gifted child. Yeah, gifted in everything else except English. Oh my god. Catch me dead before I write something in analysis. And then English language, which is supposedly the important one you need to know. If you fail your English language, you have to do it in college. Is that you don't really have a choice. You have to pass language. You have to have an English and a maths grade, and then you can go to college, basically. Or they make you retake it in college. As many times as it takes before you get it right. And so English language, I kind of just went into English language with the kind of mindset of, I'm gonna get a grade, I'm not gonna fail, but I'm gonna do horrendously, because the school hasn't learnt yet that I can't do English to save my life. Can't analyze for shit. Right. And thank God I had the teacher that I had, because if I think I had anyone else, I think I probably would have lost it. But I had the kind of teacher, if anyone else has had a teacher similar, who, yes, I was still in top set, by the way. They didn't learn. I had the kind of teacher who could see that I really struggled with aspects of English language and let me focus on the bits that I could do, so that I perfected that, so that at least I could get points on the parts that I could do. Which I think, honestly, is maybe the best way of teaching I've ever... Like, he was the best English teacher I ever had in all 5 years of secondary, because he knew that I struggled with something in a particular way, and so the bits that I could do them perfectly. The bits I couldn't do for shit. So what's the point in trying to focus all my attention on the bits I can't do, to sit there and still struggle and give up and get angry and have poor mental health by the end of it, which honestly I was starting to give up, or focus on the bits that I'm good at so that I can perfect them, so that I could then, you know, have a decent grade at the end of it without it being the grade that's like, oh my gosh, you failed because, like, the bits that you could do, you didn't have enough time to focus on, and the bits that you couldn't do, you still can't do, if that makes sense. So I was allowed to... So for English language, since I know a lot of you... I'm going to ignore America here, because obviously America also don't really need to learn English the way that most of the rest of the world does. So Britain and America kind of do separate English to the rest of the world. Because for you guys, learning English is like learning a language. For us, English is analysing and all that bullshit. Honestly. But so part of English was we were given a piece of text, and you did have to analyse it. And then a part of it was creative writing. Now, if anyone knows the kind of person I am, creative writing immediately turned a little tiny switch on in my brain tiny little switch in my brain. Neuron activation at the words creative writing. And I may have spent maybe most of the entire year in English just creative writing. Creative writing was a portion of the final exam, one of the papers, because we had 2 papers, and it was worth 40 marks out of the entire one of 2 papers. Oh no, I'm gonna keep doing this. And my goal was to get 40 out of 40 on that, because it ended a tub of candy floss. Hell yeah. Flowerfall? Ow. No, I'm draining an ocean monument for a farm, I'm afraid. Can you bugger off, please? Thank you. So, oh, there's 2 of you in here. And so yeah, spent maybe the entire year just perfecting the art of creative writing. Which basically was, we had an image, and I am going to do one decoratively, by the way. In the exam, we were given an image, and we had to write a short story around that image, or around a short description, but they recommended the image, because it's just sort of easier. And what my school did, they were like, hey, so, you know, since most of you struggle with, you know, this sort of idea, we're gonna give you a prompt. If you just remember the prompt for your exam, then you can fit the prompt around the image. And yeah, cool, great, cool tactic. That's crazy. I was way too stubborn for that. You think I'm gonna sit there and let the school decide what kind of creative writing I'm gonna write? No, I spent the whole year perfecting my own pre-planned prompt. And I'd like to think that by the end of the year, my grade being the grade it was because I spent so long on it, on the bits that I did like. Because I liked creative writing just a normal amount, obviously. Obviously, yeah? Like, you guys trust me, right? When I say I definitely didn't, like, go all out. While everyone else was just, like, sort of memorizing the script that they'd been given for that bit, just to make it easy so they could get some marks for it, so they could focus on the analysis. Oh, no. I came up with my own horror script that might have been, at some times when practicing, moderately a bit too graphic, maybe? Mayhaps? I was almost continuously used as an example in class by my English teacher, because he was like, you guys are doing, here's how here's a really good example of one of the, you know, a version of the story that you guys have all been taught, and here's what happens when you don't use that version. And he was like, well, I don't recommend not using the version, because it can be difficult to come up with a creative idea in something. And I was like, maybe one of the only I don't actually know if anyone else wrote their own thing in the exams. I never actually asked anyone. I think I don't really talk to people, so how am I supposed to know that? But, like, I'd like to genuinely think that my final grade was a 7. And I'd like to think that the reason I got such a high mark, much higher than I thought I was going to get maybe a 4, maybe a 5, but my teacher was like, no, you're going to get a 7 because I believe in you. And then he let me there were times in class, if I really hated the work, I may have sat there and drawn. You know. Time for Meow to be gone. No! I've been reading chat, and I've been acknowledging chat. I'm just gonna read it out loud. Fun fact, I used 6 sheets of A4 paper dual side during my finals, the second highest paper sheet that sheet count that year, according to teachers, was 4, all for creative writing. And yes, my handwriting is small. Damn. New viewer attacks. Oh, did you see Minecraft Live? I've heard about Minecraft Live. I didn't directly watch it, I'm afraid, but of course there's new viewer attacks. Why wouldn't there be? What's coffee?
Who wants coffee?
No, thank you. That would have been good if it wasn't for...
Put your hands up in the air, put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in
Aw.
the air, put your hands up in the air.
No, I don't like that one. Rewind is everything, I get you sued. Yep, I've just turned them all off, it's fine. Again, I would have liked it. I like the rabbit dance, the vibe emote. I just don't like the audio. What do you think of the new update? Which one? The one that's coming out soon? Copper Age or whatever they've called it? Or 1.22? I flee? Okay. Bye-bye. I can turn my sounds back up, can't I? Video set. Nope. Nope. Here we go. 1.22. Yes, it looks amazing. Oh my god, I'm actually really excited. I could tell you now, I love the Nautilus. Looks absolutely adorable. Perfect for underwater building. Rest in peace, Gemini Tay, and hating underwater building, so they add something for it. But I can tell you now, the spear, really cool. But I can tell you now my favourite thing. The zombie horse. My boy, we finally get the zombie horse in survival. Like, my guy, he's coming back. I don't really like the spear. I think it looks cool. Because it's a speed based, so like, you know, if you do a lot of if you like speed yourself up quite a bit, you do more damage, isn't it? People are thinking like if you do an Elytra drop in, like the mace, but it's kind of more of an earlier gear that can do decent damage. I think it's cool. I think spear could be very, very good, I think. I'm gonna need to see it in use to have a proper opinion on it, I think, though. But like, I'm most excited for my boy, the zombie horse, because I used to play a lot of a lot of Bedrock Minecraft, and I used to do playing in creative, and so having the zombie horse in the game when they used to be just an item you could like use in creative, I'm gonna be so happy. Bunk. Right. One, two, three, four. Let's put that there. Let me this is so good that it's coming to survival. Yeah, I'm so happy about that. Like, genuinely one of my favourite mobs. Like, I love the skeleton horse. Like, the skeleton horse is so cute. He's so silly. And, like, now we get the zombie horse. Wonder how it will spawn. Well, skeleton horses spawn lightning strike and you get the... I don't think it'll be lightning, because if it's a zombie... It might just be, like, a flash horde. Like, you get a load of zombies that have all spawned. It could be, like, a flash horde of zombies. With a low chance that it spawns. Because it's gonna spawn... Zombie horse will always spawn with a zombie on top with a spear. Like, wielding a spear. So, like, Headless Horseman kind of thing. Which, again, I really like. I also love the little Nautilus. Looks so cute. It finally gives a use... Not a use, but it finally gives a reason as to why Nautilus shells exist in the game. Because if Nautilus shells exist, then it implies that Nautilus have once existed. And now they get to exist. I want a baby drowned with a trident riding the zombie Nautilus. Yes! It'd be so cute. Alright. Have I got... Yep, I've got all 55 sponge. Alright. Terrifying and cute. Agreed. Right. Let's hop back in the nether. Warning, this is gonna be loud. Frying bake. Yeah. Right. Cool, that's 55. Okay. Let's take these 2 pieces down. Freaking love Minecraft, dude. Same. Same. My gosh. Nyum. Oh, I've still got a little bit of water in there, actually. Bunk. Yep, 55. Damn. This is a huge section has been now cleared out. Nice. Let's grab this and this. Bonk, bonk. Alright. Alright, how far along do I need to go? Okay, to the edge here. I ran out of inventory space. I need my other shulker box. Sponge, sponge, piston, piston. There we go. Do-do-do. This is wild. Damn. Look at that. We've done much more than half. We just need to do this inner circle, then we can do the outer circle. Oh, I said I was supposed to light up the bottom. Thank you. I have to build the farm. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm gonna have to go home to get quite a bit of more torches, I think. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna make a pit stop in the end. Bonk. I forget how pretty the scenery is. Oh, so loud. Ping them on, ping them on. Alright. Bonk, bonk. Let me just heal it. Hey. Need to hold that one as well. Let's heal that. There we go. Cool. Alright. I forgot I had a beacon platform ready here. Oh yeah. This is why you don't sleep in the bed before going to the portal. Alright. Let me sleep. Sand and a little bit of that. Bonk. Need to make more torches. Oh, never mind. I don't need more torches. Flipping out. I didn't need to come back in the first place. We just gotta go back now. Okay. We should be sorted on sand as well. Because as we do a bit, we take it down, and we do the next bit and take it down. What some people do is they get enough for all of it at the same time. But honestly, we've got enough there. Like, I've got a whole shulker box and a half of sand. And hopefully, when I drain it all out, I can then use that sand as the outer ring when I cook it all. Or at least part of it. So if I need to go and get more sand, it should be less... Oh, wow. It should be less of a problem. Alright, it is time to split this section up. And do that section as well. I don't need that. I'm gonna need the hoe and the spoon. Land on the side, thank you very much. Can you, like... Oh my gosh, this is taking so many sponges. Oh my gosh. All of that for just this section here cleared. All of that for that tiny bit there. Might have to send something through here after all. I think it's just a little bit too wide. Okay. Back it out the front. Bonk bonk. 55. Alright. Cool. Nyum. Alright. There we go. Alright. It should be good. I understand that side. Thankfully, my shovel has Silk Touch on it, so I can pick up all the gravel fine. Which is nice, otherwise I would have been a bit upset. Because otherwise some of these gravel would have been lost. But thankfully the gravel gets to all come back home with me when this is all done. Because we're going to do the inner circle first, and then work on the outer circle. Because when everything in the interior circle's done, I could start smelting, ready for the outer circle. Tedious block placement. This is not nearly as bad as having to manually stand there and do it. I'm so glad the piston pushes as far as it can. There we go. It's locked off. I'll go to the other side. Here we go. Stop. Being fished, I know. I'd rather them not try and hit me while I'm up here. Only because if I don't use the elytra, I will just sort of splat. Which is fine. But because I'm wearing elytra, I can at least glide to the floor. It's just more of then it's gonna tedious to get back up again. I should have F5'd this more frequently. You should break line of sight for a second and then they forget you're there. Look, there he goes, back down in the water. That's the entryway, by the way. That's why there's so many of them. The entryway is the biggest spot. The most popular spot, look. There are always several of them there. It's gonna be hell. I'll probably just cut it striped long that way instead of like doing long and thin. I'll just do like short sections just because it's gonna be awful otherwise. That up later. Let's manually do these last two bits. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Hi! Hello! I need help. Help with what? Let me grab the water there. Do you know how to talk to anyone? I'm afraid I'm not really someone who's licensed to be able to help people mentally. But I hope you feel comfortable with just sort of chilling here. I hope I can create like a comfortable, cozy environment. If you particularly want, where have I put my bed? I've put my bed away. I'm unfortunately just someone who plays a bit of Minecraft a worrying amount, so I don't really know how to be able to help, but I hope that you feel comfortable enough in just sort of chilling and having some fun and stuff. And if you like those sorts of vibes, then I hope that helps you to feel just a bit more happy. No bed bin, exactly. Frequently losing the bed. Bonk. yeah, I just like to create like a happy, comfortable, cozy environment in my streams, and so I hope that that makes you feel comfortable too. Let me fly up. And splat.
Have you heard about the bees?
Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it.
D_Mathieu
Oh my gosh, we're
01
two
has
away.
joined the hive.
That's crazy. I only changed that the other day. 37 and 18, that's 47 plus 8. 40, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. Nice. We've got all 55 sponges. Alright. Bonk. 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 Ah! One. Boing. I just hope I come across as the, like, happy vibes to cheer someone up if they're not feeling too great. That is the vibe I'm going for here. Oh! Genius. I'm doing so well today, oh my god. No, not today. Oh, I need to eat. Alright. Is that 36 and 9 should be 45 plus 10, 55. Okay. Bonk. Let's get all the sand back. Yay. Let's put that there. Bonk. Oh no. Sponges in the corner. Machine in the corner. Blocks in the corner. You know? I know what. I mean, I don't think I do know. Bop, bop. Cool. Bonk. Bonk. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Bonk. Alright, boink, boink, boink. Alright, that way's awful. Cool. Damn! This is looking good now. I'm happy with this. This is looking good. This is going well. Alright, so I've got this empty section here pretty much. The front section, the right empty section, and then just this back bit here. So I think we're doing well. I'm just gonna grab a snack from behind me. Wait, where is it? Aha. Oreo wafer rolls. They're really nice. Really chocolatey. Mmm. I've still got 19 wet sponges. Monk monk. Ah. Alright. We need to dry out all of these. Twitch has given me the ability to rewind. Oh! Damn. Sounds pretty cool. And back we go. Yeah, these are really nice. Alright, we're gonna drain this area out. I mean, I've already drained a little bit of it. This is the easy bit. But we need to get the machine. Oh. One, two, three. Is there anything down here? No. Doo-doo-doo. Alright. This bit's falling apart. Damn. See that? It's falling apart. Up the dust. Yoink. Cool. Now we F5 to make sure that we reach the right location. Which is nice. Because I can't really see much normal. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. Ah. There we go. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, but that breaks. That's fine. It's the kelp that doesn't. How's everyone doing? How's everyone's day been? I'm good. Nice. Day's been good. You? Good. Been feeling pretty good today. Okay. Nine, 50, 1, 2, 4. No! Here we go. Bonk bonk. That's 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Doo doo doo. I'm gonna get up and turn the lights on in a sec, guys. It's getting kind of dark in here. Alright. There we go. Just one at the back. This is crazy. Alright. 1, 2, 3. There we go. There's a cod in there. Little guy's gonna get trapped. Do we save the cod? Let's put the light back on. Do we save the cod, guys? Save the fish. Don't kill he? Okay. Let's see if he doesn't get trapped in the sand. Nope, he seems to be okay, I think. There he is. Sometimes they swim, like, directly into the path of the sand. And it's kind of a bit of a stupid move of them, really. They're a bit dumb when they do that. Where's the fish? He's gonna get trapped in that little section there. Of course he is. You gonna stay right there, are you? There he is. Oh. He's on this side now. Don't you dare! Oh. I thought for a second he was gonna kill himself. I genuinely thought for a second that he was just gonna go through that in the last minute. Hey! We got him! What do we name him? I think he needs a name. A name that's to do with maybe the the farm, because this is like a guardian, like a temple, right? Ocean monument. Make him the farm mascot. He could be the farm mascot, to be fair. What's going on here? Why have I ended up creating this tiny little pocket here? Why did I do that? You know, sure. Bonk. Ooh. His name shall be I don't know. That's a brilliant name. Nice. Cool. Oh my gosh! This must be like the rest of the tribe or something. The rest of the family. Hello! Huge the chunk just spawned. Okay. Bonk. Let me up onto the block. Flip it out. Bonk, 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 bonk. Bonk, 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 bonk. Whee! Bonk. There we go. Bonk, 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 bonk. Two, three, four, five. Yum. What percentage do you think you've done? Over 50, I reckon. Because if that's the halfway mark there, I've done a bit more. Actually, I reckon maybe 40%. I reckon I've done about 40. Can you guys stop in there? I reckon about 40%. Yeah, because if that's the halfway mark, then it's a bit less, because it's the section here. Cool. Hopping through the portal. It's gonna be loud again. There we go. And back we go. Bonk. Bonk. Whoa. One, two, three. Splat. Indeed. Try to preserve like every block. Do do do. There we go. Let's go back down. There we go. Sponge, sponge, sponge. Uh. Bonk. Bong, 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 bong. Bonk, 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 bonk. Do do do. Alright. Cool. Right, that's 55 again. Alright. Let's sleep. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna have enough sponges for the final section of this little segment. BRB cat screaming? Okay. Good luck with the gato. Alright. Alright. Bonk. Alright. Bonk, 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 bonk. There we go. Oh my gosh. There we go. Alright. Alright. Hooray! Bonk, bonk, bonk. Bonk. Yay. I'm back. Welcome back. Whoop. Bonk. How did a guardian get hurt? They're starting to get more concentrated in these areas now. So I might have to do that bit next. It's starting to stress me out how much more concentrated they are in particular places. Obviously, because that's how this game works. As you take away the spawning locations, they're going to spawn more frequently in different areas, obviously. But it's making it a bit more dangerous in those particular areas. Because if you take a look, that's a lot of guardians in a short space. It's bad enough having to deal with one. I mean, they're not particularly the world's most dangerous in the world when they're on their own. But when you put about 10 of them in the same small space as you, all trying to aim at you at the same time, and if I've got to keep my wings on temporarily to fly down, there might be the chance that I take a bit of damage here. Which is not going to be very fun to have to deal with. There's also September is going to be ending soon, just to let you guys know. Just on that. No, I will. It's just when I actually have to get down there for the first place. Like landing. That's going to be the difficult bit. At least I think so, anyway. There we go. Hooray. I can remove that. There we go. But yeah, I don't want to accidentally, like, risk anything here. This is how much we've cleared out now, by the way. This is most of it. I've just got this side to do. Yeah, that's where the water is. Okay, we've cleared out all of that sand. Oh, we need to do that little bit up there, but... Bonk. No. Wait, where's the granite? Where's the... Aha! There's the gravel. Alright. There we go. Cool. I love how it genuinely... This is natural terrain, by the way. This is natural terrain here. The drop. That's natural. It's so funny. Like, I didn't do that. I haven't come and mined underground, underwater for that. That's completely natural. I think that's hilarious. Oh, I got a bit more sand. Let's whack it in there. We've now got 3 shulkers full of sand. It's going nighttime, so I just need to sleep. Alright. Yo, that's crazy. It really is. What else is crazy, though, is the fact that we've done all of this now. I'm really happy with how it's looking. I'm gonna take this entire shulker box and go over here. And we're gonna start the dreaded worst bit, I think. Let's take that out. Oh, I need to do the sponges, actually. Let's dry out some sponges. Nice. Okay. Um... 1, 2, 3... God's sake. This is another reason why I was dreading this bit, because I'm gonna have to just keep falling. Oh, there's so many of them. The worst bit is there is fucking kelp down here. So I'm gonna have to sort out the kelp. Ah! Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. There's kelp. I can't have kelp in there. If there's kelp in there, then the sand won't work. One, two, three. Have I sorted out all the kelp on this level? Yes, I have. Cool, cool. This is gonna be awful. That's why I'm doing it this way instead of long ways. Smaller sections, drain it out. Huzzah! Is that 8 blocks wide already? Yep. Kelp. I hate picking up kelp. Stop giving it to me. I've got some at home. I have infinite kelp at home and this game's like, yes. Take more. Oh, there's another fish in here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to save this guy. Honestly, at any rate, he's gonna be taken by the, these assholes. Probably. Ooh. Yeah, there's even a salmon in here. Look, we saved the other guy. The other guy was in his own little area. But this is a salmon. Oh, like. Look at that idiot. SMH. Should have done better. Alright. I'm not sure what I was supposed to do there. I'm gonna be real. I don't really know how I was supposed to help that, unfortunately. Oh my gosh. I put all of my ender chests in here. Now, literally, why would I do that? Get out of my inventory, kelp! Stupid kelp! I hate it! Ah! So grr. But kelp. No. Oh. No, I don't want the dead fish carcass, thank you very much. I do not need one raw salmon, thank you very much. I hate this game. Mmm. Hooray. Okay, that's one section down. Several left to do. One, two, three. There are so many fish in this section. Go away. Bugger off. Oh god, is there gonna be... No, there's a kelp in there. Going to alarm me about things about angry fish on it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, I need to remove that. Why am I picking the dirt up? I'd love to swift sneak at any given point. It'd be nice. Cool, cool, cool. There we go. Was one way to get it. Yep. I don't want to. This should be as long as I can make it. There's gonna be a couple more salmon that are gonna lose their lives, unfortunately. But unless they go through the block, like absolute idiots. Well done. Unfortunately, I can't take the whole gang of salmon that's in front of me. Because I don't have that many buckets. I have 2. Bonk. One, two, three. Okay, fair. No. Dodging and weaving. Dodging and weaving. There we go. We're just gonna border this area off, I think. Doo-doo-doo. Probably end stream in a bit. I just want to see if I can try and get this section at least split up. because take painkiller is 7. I don't need it yet. I'm gonna take it if I need it, and right now I don't think I need it, so I can wait a bit longer. Oh. Okay, yeah. Oh. Oh, gross. Cool. Oh, of course it lands perfectly on this. It's gonna leave this bottom bit open. Ugh, I hate the damage they do, because it's actually kind of a decent amount. But like, damn. That was a couple hearts they did, and that was just a couple of them. Cool, there we go. Bonk. Hmm. Alright. Do-do-do-do. Alright. Um... Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you kidding me? It's gonna match up perfectly to all of the lines. Stop! Thank you. Rather one of you fire at me rather than all of you fire at me at the same time. Bugger off! Stop! I'm just gonna use all the rest of my sand up. Sigh. And that's sand. No, I've run out of one shulker box of sand. I have another 2 shulker boxes full of sand. Don't worry. Got all of that and all of that. Don't you even worry. I have plenty of sand for this thing. And if I ran out of sand, I'd drain this, take that sand. Now I'd have more sand again. There we go. Cool. Watching Guardians be idiots. Received a reward for some reason. A reward for what? Copper core? Oh, I think they got new drops on at the moment, so I think maybe like, I don't know, watching someone playing Minecraft or something, maybe? Game t-shirt? Yeah, that's something I think they might be doing for like a Bedrock thing. Might be to do with like watching a Minecraft Twitch streamer or watching the game category Minecraft for maybe a certain amount of time, probably. There we go. Alright. Yum. That hurt the Guardian. I'll watch the Guardian go into that block. Do-do-do-do. Whoops. There's probably many more spawning inside now. No. Yeah, there appears to be quite a few more than there have been. Right, let me go sleep. Looks so empty now. There we go. It does look empty. This is crazy, by the way. Like, absolutely wild to me that I've actually, like, successfully done this. Oh, I'm still wearing my elytra. Let's not do that. Oh, Actually, let's put the elytra back on. Okay, one of them's in this little mini section. That's fine. Splitting it up does mean that they have a slightly less chance of spawning in each mini section, because the sections are much smaller than the big chunk. There we go. Right. That was a guardian that wanted round that big no blade music. Right. Bonk. Cool. There we go. Nice. Piss off. All right. Bonk. Careful. Oh. Deep and personal hatred for those idiots. One's broken for now. Looks like you're holding a huge Sega fan. Yep. That's me. Sonic nerd. Trust me. Uh-huh. My gosh. So they both went through there. Okay. Guardians are so loud. Tell me about it. Bonk. Alright. Six. 53, they are so loud. Oh my gosh. uh. Nyum. There we go. Oh my god, they are so loud. Shut up. How many are inside? To be fair, there's a lot inside. Um, 29, 54, 53, 54, 55. Let me sit here. Now this one's got 2 guardians in it. It's now got 0 guardians in it. Noise is horrible, oh my god. It is. Hi, I'm back. Welcome back. What a wonderful sound. Great. That sound being such a more concentrated sound stresses me out. Okay, there's 2 in there. 1 in there. None in there. None in there. That does also mean that this area is densely populated as well. So... great. Such a great sound. Hmm. Oh, great. Cool. Well done, Robin. You doing this would have turned off mob sounds a long time ago. Yeah, but if I don't turn off mob sounds, then how am I supposed to know that they're there? Oh my god! Oh! I didn't even splat! I barely even hit the ground. What? This game is a joke sometimes. You're telling me I can jump down like that? And barely take damage? But the second I do it, coming from the air, and not from being on top of another block? That's ridiculous. I'll disagrees, I'm afraid. I need to turn that feature off. Shatter them knees. Break them bones. Bonk. Cool. Oh, so high. Hello. Three, 4, 5. 55. Hooray. I had a Screechy Baby on the bus back home today. Ooh. Enjoyable, I bet. Stresses me out the way that David Attenborough pronounces sloth. Can we talk about that? This man is saying sloth. Nuh-uh. It's in the song. It's in the song. Background song. It's got excerpts from David Attenborough talking about sloths. For context, I'm not randomly talking of... The song I'm listening to currently on stream has got excerpts of David Attenborough talking about sloths in the background every now and then. Except he keeps calling it sloth. Not a sloth. And then sloths? No, but he does pronounce sloth weird. The other day I went downstairs to get something, and my family were watching, like, you know, a sea-based documentary, and then you just hear the voiceover of David Attenborough, and this is like another new show that's been released kind of recently-ish, I think. I don't know when. And it's like, this guy is like, how old now? And still doing documentaries about the world. Surely at some point he needs to, like, actually stop. I was very surprised actually to hear him. Penguins. You ain't wrong. Penguins. Yep, thank you, Cumberbatch. But it's like this guy is, like, very old now. Like, legend. Absolute legend. But I feel like maybe he needs to start thinking about not presenting shows anymore. Because, like, surely it gets to a point where he's, like, done so many. They don't need to keep saying, like, hey, David, do you want to do this one? Stop, please. I hate elytra underwater. It's so... Ah! Oink. Penguins, yep. Exactly. Bonk. I don't want kelp! Stop giving me kelp! My god. I do not need kelp. don't understand, Robin. No, I do understand. I don't want kelp. You need more kelp. No, I don't. I've got like 5 stacks of it back at base. I don't need more kelp. You could use the kelp. No, I don't! I don't want to use the kelp! This game needs to stop with the kelp. As in help, of course. But this game needs to stop the kelp now. The fact this game is genuinely more than happy to just give me so much kelp is unbelievable. There we go. There we go. I wasn't even worried about missing that jump. What do you even mean? Anyway. $49, 51, 52, 54. 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 50, oh, 55. I can do maths. There we go. When he gets kelp from the water area. I don't want it. I simply just don't want it. Ooh, I've just put hair over my eye. Boing. Alright. Back we go. I still want to know what the mysterious circle is in my PC. I'm tempted to open my PC up just to figure out the mysterious circle. Okay. Oh god! Oh no! Are you kidding? Okay, that one's got 2 in. That's got none in. I'll do this one. Flipping hell. I'm not doing that one. Go pet the fish. No. No, how about not? Where does this kelp come from? And why do I have some in my inventory? You know, I don't think they're very friendly. 4 in 1 scares the crap out of me because I had 2 in 1 just now. And that was dangerous enough as it is. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get 3 free. It's currently what's happening. Outrageous. Bonk. Splat. Boing, 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 boing. Down we go. Uh, 33.22, that's 55. I do not have to deal with those two sections. Should I just end stream? I've been live for 3 hours. I think it might be time to end. This is how it's looking. I'm really happy with this now. Look at that. That's impressive. It's only sleep at night. It's currently nighttime. Very good so far. Yeah. There we go. Yes, we are gonna end now. Thank you very, very much for joining. Let me just... I don't know whether anyone heard any of that, but that was a loud crunch. Anyone... Raid. Following. Just having a look at people. Let me have a look. See anyone we can raid. Nah. I think we're probably not going to raid anyone today. Can't find anyone I want to raid. There's the Discord, the VOD's channel, the merch. Just a reminder, guys, I do have pins. They'll be going on sale soon as we get into October, because it's my birthday month, and I thought you guys will probably want a birthday discount, which is really exciting. So I'll be setting that up along with some more goodies as it gets closer to my 20th. There are my links. My Tumblr account. And my Instagram. Thank you very, very, very much. You guys are all amazing. And I will see you guys Thursday, which is going to be a great fun stream. And those of you who are part of the viewer SMP, I will be joining very shortly. So don't you even worry. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate every single one of you. Bye!